New year, same grocery problems. Going to the grocery store nowadays is much like preparing for battle. As you cross the threshold armed with a shopping list, you are immediately met with ransacked displays, missing favorites, and prices like you've never seen before. Defeated, you may return home with only half the products you needed, having paid twice the cost. This depressing grocery store narrative haunted us all throughout 2022, although we cycled through various shortages in a game of what grocery store item will be missing this week. And the story for 2023 is shaping up to be more of the same. Most of the issues, which plagued the industry last year, catastrophic weather, the war in Ukraine, inflation, are still lingering, while a few new shortages are scheduled to make their debut this year. Keep watching to discover which items could soon be in danger, and buckle up for another turbulent and unpredictable year at the grocery store. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our Weird Info History channel, then leave a comment and tell us what else topic you'd like to learn more about. Number 1. Beef. Wendy's iconic 1984 catchphrase "Where's the beef?" could make a huge comeback this year as the meat scarcity looms. In 2022, ranchers and farmers faced all kinds of difficulties due to record-breaking weather events. Texas, the country's largest beef producer, was plagued by an extreme drought for the majority of the summer months. Many ranchers were forced to sell off a sizable amount of their cattle earlier than expected, which caused slaughter levels to escalate in the second half of the year. But as those supplies are depleted, a time of higher prices and dwindling beef availability is likely to ensue before ranchers can repopulate their herds and correct the damage that was done. Number 2. Champagne. Rumors of a possible champagne shortage have been bubbling up all over the news, and it's not a new concern. The demand for the beverage began to skyrocket in 2021, an unforeseen turn of events after a strong drop in sales during the peak of the pandemic in 2020. Producers have struggled to keep up, and the problem has been further exacerbated by a cap on production set by the Comité Interprofessionnel du Vin de Champagne, CIVC, which was set at 25% below where it was before the pandemic. Drought and rough weather over the past year throughout areas of California as well as the Champagne region of France have additionally left producers with just a wee bit of champagne left in stock. And, with many types of champagne taking around 15 months all the way up to 4 years to prepare, it could be quite a while until production is back on track. Number 3. Lettuce. If eating more salads was one of your New Year's resolutions, you may be in trouble. Either that, or you now have the perfect excuse to cheat on your diet. The ongoing lettuce shortage first hit restaurants, but has now trickled down to grocery store shelves, driving up costs and stifling stock. In November, the price of lettuce had jumped nearly 20% compared to the year prior, according to the Consumer Price Index. And consumers have struggled to find various types of the leafy green at the store. These lettuce woes were sparked by an unforgiving disease called Impatiens necrotic spot virus, INSV, which is carried by insects and often results in the death of the affected plant. The disease spread quickly across California's Salinas Valley, a major producer with nearly 50% of the country's lettuce production, and destroyed over 80% of the area's crops for 2022. Although the reality sounds grim, you may not need to seek out more affordable green alternatives for much longer. According to Business Insider, the problem is expected to lessen in severity early in 2023 as other, healthier lettuce crops from regions like Arizona and Southern California become available. Number 4. Canned drinks and foods. At the beginning of the pandemic, a combination of people panic buying canned foods and drinking more canned beverages at home resulted in an unexpected spike in demand